Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back. I know by the title of the video that you were not expecting to see such title. Some things that I didn't quite know, which is okay. What I'm about to tell you is nothing like, I just want to say right off the back that I'm not upset about it at all. In fact, I kind of knew that I was gonna probably encounter situations like this along the journey because obviously this is something completely new for me. Just very different, very out of my comfort zone, just very out of anything I've ever done before. I've never ever did something like this before, and I definitely kind of expected some things to be a little different. I don't ever want to settle in any areas of my life. I do try not to, as a matter of fact, because I'm not perfect. I know it's kind of weird. It's definitely kind of weird because I know you're like, Chin, you just moved. Like, you literally only been here for 4 months. Yes, no, 5 months. I keep thinking I've been here less time, but no, I've been here for 5 months now. And I know that a lot of y'all noticed that I have not decorated yet. So I kind of wanted to also talk about the reason why I have not decorated my apartment yet. I know when I moved, I was just like super excited, and I was like, yes, I'm about to, go shopping. We're gonna decorating videos are coming and all that good stuff. But I decided not to decorate. Now, the main reason, honestly, the reason why I did not start to go shopping for stuff for the apartment yet was because I did not have a car. I just decided, you know what, I'm not gonna buy anything. The only thing I got was my couch and also my bed. So first, you know what, let's rewind a little bit. So if you watch my last sit down video when I was explaining about the situation, how I had to really find a place and move out from my New York apartment really fast. And so I explained in that video that I wasn't quite ready, and I feel like it definitely is catching up to me, which I'm okay with because, like I said, this is what happens when you really don't plan things out 100%, so but it is what it is. Like I said, I don't feel any type of way about it. I do know that there are no mistakes. God makes no mistakes, and I'm exactly where I need to be at this very moment. However, moving here, I realized a few different things that I'm not 100% happy with. The first thing is, when I first moved here, you guys know I was like super happy to decorate the balcony, and I was just like, I had this vision in my head. I was looking at decoration. Finding a place is not just about, I'm very big on my personal development, so I knew I had this whole entire vision planned out in my mind, literally. I was just thinking about how it was gonna help me like to grow like spiritually and things like that. And I was looking at how to decorate, like do even like a peaceful vibe, like a peaceful balcony vibe, everything, Googling and getting pictures together and getting ideas and things like that. I did not sign the lease until the day of. And even if I did get the lease a couple of days before, that's still like not enough time, because when people are moving, obviously this is something, y'all saw the process. I came here in like November, and then I moved till January. So, I had a little time. I was, mentally preparing myself, and also, planning on how I'm selling my stuff and, getting ready to exit out of that apartment pretty much and out of that state. So, all of this stuff you're preparing for. So even if I did get the lease a few days before, that honestly would never help, because then putting in another application for another apartment and also, getting approval and going through that whole process again. So no, it wasn't that easy. So what happened was, when I came here and I was looking through the lease, the first thing I realized was they're very strict. Okay, they're very strict with what you can and cannot, how you can decorate your balcony. They don't want you to be putting stuff up on the railings, which I was very like honestly, that was one of the main things that I wanted to do. I wanted my privacy. The way that the apartments are, like if you live in an apartment complex, then you know this. Apartment complexes are very much, you know, you can look across and you can see your neighbors. You know what I'm saying? They can see you. And I mean, people mind their business, yes, but especially me, like I said, I was basically needed this space for my sanctuary, for my spiritual growth, and I wanted to have some me time without even glimpsing at somebody across or to feel like there's somebody there. So I wanted to get a privacy balcony, something like that. Balcony privacy. You get my drift. You know, something to put up there. And then in the lease, you cannot do that here. So, you know, everything just kind of just defeated the purpose of the reason why I even wanted the apartment in the first place. So that's number one. Now, before we even continue, let me just get this out the way right here, right now, before we even continue. When I share these type of videos, I share it because life is just life at the end of the day. Life doesn't come always perfectly bundled up. Life isn't always going to be the way that you wanted it to be, that you planned it out to be. You might take a little turn, you might take a little detour just to get you back on the right track. That's just the way that it is. So, you know, I just want to show that there isn't no perfection over here. It is just the real deal, and that's just that. I want to say before we even get any further that my apartment, the interior, I am so in love with it, so grateful, so thankful every single night that I go to bed. Before I go to bed, I kid you not, I literally think to myself like, wow, like I really love this. Like it feels just so fresh, it feels just so clean, and it's just spacious for one person for me. And I love it. I genuinely love the interior of my apartment. I'm really, really in love with the inside of the apartment. However, like I said, there are some little things that I really dislike, and my peace, my sanity comes first. And like I said, I'm not going to settle. If I don't like something, I am going to change it. Anyway, so that's number one, is the balcony situation. Now, in here, I'm gonna just share this story because it could be me. I think it's me. And that's one thing I'm not scared to say, y'all. Like, I am not afraid of taking accountability for my anything that goes on with me. That is just something that I'm really, really proud of myself about. I take accountability. I don't care if I'm wrong. I'm going to look back and I'm going to say, I'm going to correct myself. You know what I'm saying? But I will definitely say that I have realized that I've been in my head a lot, and I don't think it's anything bad. I'm not gonna lie. The shift and the change is different for me. So I think I'm very much in my head because of what I'm used to, and it's taken me a little longer than I expected for me to adapt to this environment. And it's not the easiest. Now, when I first got here, the first video that I recorded was the empty apartment tour video. And I had my heels on. I'm just gonna share this little story. And you're gonna see how in my head I am. It's just weird. But, so I had my heels on, and I was basically like filming that video for a little while. So apparently the person that lives beneath me was basically walking, and the floors are not concrete, right? I don't know why I thought I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I don't know. But the floors are not concrete, so I don't know what kind of like flooring they're called. I was looking them up, but I honestly don't remember the names right now. But it looks like wooden floor, but it's not wooden floor. So anyway, so while I was filming, I heard like somebody took like a broom or something, right? And just like basically like knocked. I don't know. I could be hearing stuff. That could have been the case. It could have been just simply not even anything to do with me. But for some weird reason, I kind of just put two and two together. And I was just like, you know what? I think they're basically saying enough is enough. You've been walking for minutes now, like across the floor, and we can hear you, you know? So ever since then, I am not gonna lie, it's been really bothering me, and I've been in my head about it because they didn't say anything. It's just that little knock that I heard. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't like to assume, but I mean, come on. I mean, they're not wrong, you know? If somebody's living above you and you've been hearing that, I feel you. I totally feel you. It's really, really quiet here too, you guys. Very, very quiet. And that's another thing. Like, I'm not used to it. Like, it's nothing else to say, honestly, but I'm just having a very, very hard time dealing with the adjustment of being so quiet. Like, it's extremely, extremely quiet here. And I just feel like too, like every time I play my music, I have to really pay attention to how loud it is. And I don't want to feel like I'm contradicting myself because this is what I wanted. But at the same time, just because that's what I wanted don't mean that I'm automatically going to forget about the years that I've been around loud music and, you know, all of this commotion. I can't forget about that. It's in me. I've been around it for so long. So just because I want to change doesn't necessarily mean that I am adjusting to it or adjusted to it yet. Let me just say, I'm not the type of person to blast music either. I've had people before, I've heard people say, oh, I'm paying my rent, so I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to turn my music up as loud as possible. I'm very considerate. That's one thing about me. And I hate it to hear when people always say that, because it's just like, if that's the case, go get a house. Go get your own house. You are living amongst people. You have to have some kind of decency, some kind of, you got to be kind of respectful because you're living amongst people. They're not in the same places as you, but you know, you have neighbors. So you kind of got to have respect. That's not what I mean. I don't mean like blasting music, but you know, ever since that happened, with the broom, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, is the fact that like I feel like it's in my head now. I feel like, and then it's so quiet, so it's just like everything is just like, it's overwhelming a little bit because I don't really know how to move. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how much I could turn it up. I don't know how, when, you know, I got to look at the time. Sometimes I'm looking at time like, I mean, here, honestly, which I'm really, really grateful for, because when I get myself on my routines, my morning and steady morning and night routines, like I've had before, I was going to bed about like 7, 8 at night, and I was waking up around like 4 in the morning last year, and I loved it. I talk about it all the time. Loved it. So I was thinking about that too while I was thinking about elevating and, you know, a place that I could be able to get peace and quiet at a certain time. So here is just perfect when it comes to that. Perfect. Can't be blasting loud music here, you know, like after 10 p.m. It's also in the lease as well. I hope y'all can understand what I'm saying. I don't want to sound like I'm confusing or all over the place. Like, I have to be super, super aware, and I don't really think I like that. I really hope I'm making sense. It's just really difficult. It's a really difficult one. It's quiet. I'm not sure if it's too quiet, if that's the thing. I know I want it quiet, but it's just really, really quiet. Okay, this is a perfect example right here. So even in the daytime, right? Let's just say I might be cooking 1, 2, 3 in the afternoon. I still feel like this. I just still feel very weird. Like, I don't feel, in my mind, I'm like, is somebody gonna come and tell me that I'm playing my music too loud? Or that they hear my music, even though it's not, I don't think it's too loud. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna blast it like we're in a club, like I said, but I just still feel just very weird because it's so quiet. It's just like, you don't really know, you know, what and how, and I don't know. I'm actually thinking that apartment buildings would be better than complexes because of the flooring. Like, it's crazy how I'm like overthinking so hard now just to get that vibe that I'm looking for. A house is out of the question. I would never buy a house in the US. I'm not even staying here in the United States anyways. So a house is even out of the question. Really thinking is like a building. I think a building would be better. I really wish I could go downstairs and just hear how it is. And then I think I'll feel a little bit better. I think I'm in my head a lot because I don't know of the unknown. A lot of people will not care because, like I said, they have this attitude like, oh, I'm paying my rent, so I don't really care about what other people think. And, you know, they don't care. I do, because I'm a very peaceful person, number one. And I don't want people to disturb my peace and my vibe and what I have going on. So I try to do things and keep it to a minimum. But, you know, you can't please everybody. And it kind of sucks because I feel like I try my hardest not to encounter situations because I do not like for my peace to be disrupted. I think I'm really in my head. I really do. I talk to myself about this all the time, and I realize that I am in my head a lot about a lot of things. I'm very, very big on maintaining my high vibe, and when you feel good, do good, and you perform better. I don't want anybody to disturb my peace. So I work so hard and try so hard with maintaining it. But at the same time, I don't want to have to sacrifice what I love and my moments with myself, you know, like playing my music or maybe doing a little dancing for other people. You get what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like a weird situation, man. But I don't know. I was thinking maybe like in apartment buildings would be better than like a complex. Thinking about that, I said, you know what? When you go to a hotel, you don't never. I mean, the only time you hear people say something is too loud is when you're really OD and playing your music super loud. You get what I'm saying? But like you never hear nobody stomping in the hotel rooms or even walking. You never hear that. I never hear that. And I was thinking about that, and it was so weird. Like y'all think it's a game. I was so serious to the point where I started to Google, okay? I started to Google floors. That's how I know about laminate floors, hardwood floors, concrete. I wasn't playing. I really did. I was sitting there Googling different floors, and I was looking at buildings and things like that matches hotels, because it's crazy how hard I'm going to maintain my peace. Like, I really will go hard for my peace. That's one thing I don't play about. So yeah, I was thinking about like those type of like buildings, you know, like, because I think they use different types of floors. But I don't know. I was watching some videos, and every time I would watch those videos, they look like they have floors like these, like YouTubers that live in like those buildings, like high rises, and they actually have floors like these. But the floors could be different. It could look the same, but it could be like a different texture. Will I be staying here? Honestly, I don't think so. My lease was only for a year, and obviously I've been here for 5 months already. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have about 7 more months here. Like I said, I'm not settling, and if I don't feel like I can completely be me and be free in a space, especially when, yes, I am paying not just rent, bills, you know, then yeah, nothing comes before that. Like I have to make sure that, you know, I'm gonna be free and comfortable 100%. You know, I was even thinking to myself the other day, and I said, maybe it needs to be more time, you know, because time fixes anything. Time heals anything. And that's the thing with me. Like I said, I take accountability, and I like to look into matters within myself very, very, very deeply. And I try to go ahead and dig and to heal whatever it is that is affecting me or might be causing me to think a certain way and feel a certain way. And I try to go in and I really try to do the inner work. So yeah, like I said, I just been really in my head. So this whole thing, me talking to y'all right now, honestly could just all be like an illusion. Who knows? It really could just be. It might not even be as serious as I'm talking to y'all about. But that's how I'm seeing things right now, and that's how I'm feeling. Okay, so am I even going to bother to decorate in here, being that I am going to probably be moving? And the answer to that is, it was kind of up in the air. I was thinking about it. And obviously this time around, I will not be selling my furniture. These are my new babies and I love them. I think I should go ahead and kind of just decorate a little bit in here, only because I feel like that would give me a change of maybe even mentally. Maybe I might even feel a little bit freer mentally if I decorated in here. That could be the case too. I swear I was thinking about that. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm really in my head too, because it needs a little bit decoration in here. Like, I don't know. Y'all know I don't watch TV, but I actually been having the urge to watch TV lately. I came to the realization that I need some kind of entertainment in here. I am always on my phone or on my laptop. I have my sectional. I'm like, why don't I just get a TV? There are times when I really just want to chill and just, you know, watch something on TV. And I came to the realization that yes, I'm going to get a TV. I don't really know if I feel like investing that much into this apartment anymore, because of I probably won't be here. Like I said, I'm not going to be decking it out the way that I intended on decking it out. However, I am going to go shopping and I'm going to be decorating it somewhat, some bit, you know, so it could feel a little homey, get the homey vibe going. Like I said, I might come back on and I might be like, yo, listen, Chin Gang, you know, when I get my routine down and I start to get my daily, you know, my nighttime routine going, things might be different. Who knows? All of the feeling that I'm feeling, working too hard or playing my music, all of that might be out of the window. It might just honestly be that I need to, you know, get myself together. Like, I've just been all over the place since I got here, you know. Things have definitely changed for me. Things are different, you know. There's more bills now, and, you know, I can't just sit around like chilling. Like, different stages of your life requires different, you got to do different things. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just like, it might just be that maybe I just really need to get myself back on track in order to, you know, feel different and to think different. Maybe I'm just in my head thinking all type of crazy stuff. Who knows? So I'm gonna definitely go and decorate. I think I want to start with the bathroom and get a couple things for the bathroom, and then work my way into the living room, and then work my way into the bedroom. The bedroom I kind of want to do last, because I don't have there's nothing in the bedroom, honestly. It was going to be pointless anyways, because I ain't got nothing to put in them. Because y'all know I got rid of everything, basically everything in my other apartment. I basically moved here with not a whole bunch of stuff. So that is it on this little update on what's going on, you know, all that stuff. So I'll see y'all again in the next video. Bye.